Hey guys, I'm Sasank and I'm a software engineer at Diligence Technologies. Today I will show you how we can set up hookup for UF for Android platform. I will be using Android Studio as my IDE, but all the steps will be similar for VS Code users or any other IDE if you are using. So IDE should not be an issue here. You are free to use whatever IDE you wish. So let's begin the installation process. First we need to unzip this source code file. I'm extracting my file at desktop. So yeah. So here this is. Now you need to remember the path to this file because later on we will need it. I will just copy the path so that we can use it later. And now we need to open Android Studio. I have already opened. So just tap on open an existing Android Studio project. Yes. So you can just paste here. And here we are. This is what we need hookup for you. So just select it and press OK. And this should load our project in Android Studio. It can take a while. So yes, our Flutter project has loaded. And now what we need to do is, first we will check if Flutter and Dart support is enabled for this project or not. So for that, we need to go into File, Open Settings. Yes, now open Language and Frameworks. In Language and Frameworks, we need to go into Flutter. Yeah. So if this path is empty, then you need to specify the path for your Flutter SDK. I have already used, so there is this suggestion and I'm just doing it directly. But in case if this is your first time, you will need to specify the path using these three dots. Tap on these dots and you will need to navigate to your SDK path. After selecting SDK path, now we will need to specify Dart path, Dart SDK path. At first, we need to enable Dart support for this project. Yes. And now we need to specify the path. Now just tap on apply and this error should go. Yes. Now tap on OK. So now we have enabled Flutter and Dart support for this project. So what we next to do is to import the dependencies. So one way is to go into main.dart file. Yes, again we are getting this enable Dart support. We can tap it here, no problem. So yes. Now we need to import the dependencies. So we'll go to the pubspec.yaml file here. Tap on pubget. It will take a while. And don't worry about this error. This error in build.gradle. It's an issue with framework, so don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. You can just ignore it. Even after running pubget, as we can see, there are plenty of errors here. So this is some issue with the framework. So what we just need to do is just tap on close project and open the project once again. Yes, so just open this project once again. So as we can see, all the errors are gone. So we have already completed our first part. Now we will set up our database, which is Firebase. So just open Firebase. I have already opened. So You can also open it and you will need to log in. I have already logged into my account, but in case if you're a new user, you need to log in using your Google account. And once you have logged into the account, just tap on add project. Here you can enter your project's name, whatever name you would like. I'm going with hookup for you. In second step, you can enable Google Analytics if you want. Either you can disable, both are okay. It's optional. I prefer enabled, so I will tap on continue. Now I will give a default account. Now create project. In case if you are wondering what is Google Analytics, then it's a platform you can say to analyze your user hits, to learn about read and writes, how many users have visited and all that stuff. So yeah, do check about it. It's quite interesting. Now tap on continue. So here you will get options like iOS, Android, Web, and Unity. Whichever platform you like, you can choose. But right now we are working on Android, so we will go with Android. So yes, now this step is very important. As I have seen many experienced users have done some mistakes here, because this package name, this will be the same name as of your Gradle file. Name in your Gradle file, let me show you. Where you will find Gradle file is, tap on Android, then go to app, and this app level build.gradle, this is what we say. And now check application ID here. Just copy it. You can change this name. You can give whatever name you prefer. I'm going with com.diligence.hookup for you. Just paste it. So yeah, make sure that this name is same as this one. Whatever name you choose, we can change it. Let's say hookup for you again. Yes, so just copy this name and again just paste it. So yeah, now this is optional, so we are going with hookup. And yes, here it's asking for 7 keys. So I have already mentioned the process of generating 7 key, but once again I will show you guys how to generate 7 key. So there are multiple ways of generating 7 key, but the one which I like most is to go to Android, then check for Gradle W file. Yes, here it is. Right click on Gradle W file. Yes, now just tap open in terminal. Now, once you have opened it in terminal, just type Gradle W signing report. Okay, Gradle W signing report, and tap on enter. It will take a while to give the output. Just wait, and we can have our sovereign key from here, which I have got here. It will take some time. Okay, it can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. It depends upon your specs. So here is my sovereign key. Just copy it. Just copy it and paste it here. Okay. Now we can register our app. Once you have registered your app, you can see this service.json file, Google services.json file. This file is very important, Google services.json file. And we need to download it here. I have already downloaded. And just go to Android Studio. Open Android and then tap on app. Here we need to place JSON, that Google JSON file here, Google services.json file here in app. Make sure to place it here only. So we just need to, we can just paste it here. Okay, so here it is. Yes. Now as we have already pasted our Google services.json file, just go to here, tap on next. So yes, now in third step we need to add Firebase SDK. So there are two build.gradle files. One is project level and one is app level. So make sure that you implement all these dependencies as said here. So we'll just check what files we have. Like first we will go to the project level build.gradle. So here it is, project level build.gradle. So in here, as we can see, we need to check for repositories like Google and dependencies for this dependency. So let's check if we have Google repository. Yes, we have Google, and then we have this Google services. So both are here, no problem. No need to make any change. Now in app level build.gradle, we will check if we have files. Go to here, app level build.gradle, and then again we need to check for this com.android.application and then com.google.gms.google services. So here com.android.application and com.google.gms Google services. Both are here. So no need to make any change. Then again we need to copy this Firebase bomb. Here we can check if there is Firebase bomb. No. So we can just paste it here. And then again we can just copy this analytics implementation. Just paste it here. So yes, now after implementing this analytics, as we can see here, to sync now, but the thing is we are not having any such type of option here. Okay, no sync now. But in case if you have something like open for editing in Android Studio or something like that, you can tap on there and finish the Gradle loading. You can finish the build. But for now, just ignore it and tap on next. So yes, we have finished our basic database setup. Now what we need to do is go to authentication. Tap on get started. Yes, we have provided phone authentication and Facebook authentication in our app. So to activate that, we need to enable phone authentication as well as Facebook authentication. So right now, I will enable phone authentication only. Later on, I will show you guys how to enable this Facebook authentication, as we need some extra information to enable it, as you can see here, like app ID and app secret. So I will do it later. Right now, I'm going with phone authentication only. So yes, after enabling this, just tap on Firestore database, and now we will create database. So I am going with test mode, but if you wish, you can choose production mode. As of now, I am just using this for testing purposes, so I will choose test mode. We can just tap on enable and let it finish. So yes, we have created our Firestore database, and now we need to check if everything is working fine. So I'm using emulator for my testing purposes. If you want, you can choose a physical device. And now I will just tap on run so that we can test our app. So yes, we have successfully started our application. And now before we start testing, like log in with phone number, I would like to use a dummy data for this purpose. So for that, I will go to my authentication page here. Go to sign in method. So here you can see phone numbers for testing optional. Just tap on this drop down arrow and we will provide a dummy number. As for verification code, we will set up it as yes. Now just tap on add. Yes, so we have successfully placed our dummy phone number here with verification code. Now get back to Android Studio and just I will use my emulator here. So just tap on login with phone number. Yes. So here I will use my dummy data, like the number which I have given and Firestore. So here we will use our OTP, dummy OTP, which I have created back then. We have entered correct OTP. So yes. Now just enter your first name. I will go with mine. And here you can see this is a 468 into 60 text ad. So here you will see your Google ads, which we will work on later. My birthday is, just choose date of birth. I'm going randomly, maybe I will go with make sure whatever age you choose is greater than 24 or 25. I will provide the exact numbers, but right now I'm choosing 1990. I'm a man. Tap, yeah, we can enable it. Straight, we can enable it. Just continue. Show me woman. Continue. You can go with whatever university you want. I'm going with IGNOU, and then we can allow location here. For now, don't skip this. Do as I'm doing. If you will skip it from here, and there will be some issue, I will show you guys how to use skip and then choose it manually. But right now, just yes. So we are into our app. So now this means we have completed the basic setup of our app. When I say basic setup, that means we need to do few more things, like we need to implement Agora and some other third-party APIs. And also, we have not implemented Facebook login yet. So we will do these things in next video. Thank you.